As a former CIA officer, I want to give you a quick lie detection tip that anybody can use. It's super easy to do, and it's from my book, Human Lie Detector, which I'm going to shamelessly plug it real quick. You can get it at spylie.com. All right, so what is an easy way to detect lies? Anybody can use it. I used to use it all the time when I was single in the dating scene. So now I'm married, I've got 7 kids. But when I was single and I was working for the CIA, you obviously can't walk around and use that as a pickup line. So it's not like I can say, like, hey baby, I work for the CIA, you wanna get to know me better, right? Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. So I'm gonna tell you one of the ways that I detected lies and screened women to make sure that I wasn't going out with some psychopath crazy woman, right? So here's what I would do, and here's how you can use it. When I would meet a woman, maybe I was out and about playing pool or doing something at a restaurant, bar. I wasn't really a bar guy, but anyways, it doesn't matter if I met this woman when I was out and about in a public place or if I was doing it over the phone. What I would immediately do as soon as I met them, I'd say this playfully, I'd say, hey, let's play 20 questions, right? I want to get to know you better, right? And everybody, of course, always wants to talk about themselves. We already know that. So I would start rapid firing 20 questions, again, whether in person or over the phone, like, hey, where are you from? Tell me your favorite color. Tell me what you want to be when you grow up, all that kind of stuff. As I'm rapid firing these 20 questions, I'm using the hourglass technique. What is the hourglass technique? Well, as human beings, we remember the beginning of a conversation. We don't remember the middle of the conversation as well. So, and then we don't remember of the, or let me do this again. I'm screwing this up. So what's the hourglass technique? Well, as human beings, we remember the beginning of a conversation pretty well. We don't remember the middle of the conversation that well, and then we remember the way it ends. So the beginning is important, the middle, people are like, not paying attention, and the ending, they pay attention again. So with the hourglass technique, I ask, as I said earlier, some friendly questions I want to know about that, well, I don't really want to know about. I do, but I don't, but they're not that important. So where are you from? What's your favorite color? Do you have a dog, right? In the middle of my 20 question game is when I ask the serious questions that I really want to know about to see if this person is a psychopath. So what do I ask? Well, one of the questions I used to ask, and I remember I'm doing this playfully, jokingly, I'd say something like, hey, I want to make sure I'm not going on a date with a serial killer. Like, have you ever keyed a guy's car / his tires? Well, most women would immediately laugh and say no, and again, if I'm hearing this over the phone or in person, it doesn't matter, because what do liars do? When they are uncomfortable, they stop, they don't give an immediate answer, they pause, they start hemming and hawing, trying to buy time because they're made uncomfortable because they're guilty about something. So true story. I'm doing my 20 question game once with a woman, and this is over the phone, I did it, and I'm using the hourglass technique. In the middle, I say to her basically that line of, hey, have you ever keyed an ex-boyfriend's car or anything like that? And it immediately went silent. There's like no normal quick reaction of no. And she was like, well, and I said, oh, hey, don't worry, I'm sure he deserved it. And she was like, yeah, I dated this guy, he, treated me really badly, he cheated on me, and so I keyed his car because of that. And I was like, oh, I totally get it. Of course, I didn't totally get it. I never went on a date with that woman. And then after I asked that, I continued on and ended with the boring questions of, again, like, where do you want to travel? Like, what is your favorite car? Stuff that I don't care about kind of thing. So that is a way to detect deception. For all the single guys out there, you will thank me for this. Play the 20 question game, ask a few at the beginning you really don't care about, you do but you don't, you know what I mean. In the middle, ask questions of like, hey, have you ever slashed a guy's tire? Hey, have you ever left a guy 37 voicemails? I guess people don't leave voicemails these days. I do. That kind of stuff. And remember, if they pause, if they hem and haw, they're guilty about something. You should probably avoid that woman like the plague, because honest people give quick, direct answers. Hey, have you ever slashed anybody's tires? No, of course not. It's a knee-jerk reaction of where they don't have to think about it because they're being honest and they've never done it. So now you know one of many ways to detect lies. If you want 13 deception detection signals, make sure and grab my book. It is spylie.com. God bless you and stay safe.